Hi guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. Today I am going to attempt to cover some ornaments for you. When I asked what you guys wanted, that's what you told me. So grab a D whistle and I'll tell you what I know. Now before we get started with this, please bear in mind I have no traditional tin whistle training or any tin whistle training for that matter. Everything I know about this instrument I've learned from YouTube tutorials and things I've worked out on my own. So I've taken some advice from someone on Facebook, thank you, and watched a few videos, and this is the best I can work out. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful if you're new to any ornaments and you want to add something to your playing that you haven't got already. This is some kind of ornament, a selection of ornaments that are kind of right, I think. So we're going to start off with my favourite ornament, and that is the slide. Sliding is really simple. I have covered this in another video, and all you do is you slide from one note to the next by sliding your finger from the note you're going to, from the note you're coming from to the note you're going to. I'll show you a close-up. It doesn't actually matter whether you slide forwards or backwards, as long as you get that slide and it is smooth on your whistle. Some whistles require me to push forwards, some whistles require me to slide backwards. It often depends on, yeah, the brand of whistle, how you control your fingers, but that is a slide. And now I'm going to play the slides going up the scale for you in the first octave. And there you have a slide. The second ornament I'm going to show you today is the cut. Now this is a new one for me. I don't use this ever, but I've just learnt this, so I'll show you how it works. You start off, you can do this pretty much on any note going up in the scale. And what it involves, in its most basic terms, this isn't high level, this is for beginners just starting out. Basically what it involves is lifting the third finger or the first finger to alter the airflow going through your whistle. So on the lower notes, D, E, F, and even G, you use the G finger, the third hole down, okay? So whether you're playing 6, 5, 4, or 3, you use the third hole to make the cut. So when you blow through the whistle with all 6 fingers down, you then quickly lift the third finger and replace it back down, like this. What that does is displaces the air and cuts it off a little bit. So it's a way of separating notes. So if you wanted to play 3 Ds, for example, you could play rather than Now you don't actually have to lift that finger all the way off the hole. You can just kind of wiggle it a little bit, press it slightly. But as long as you alter that airflow, you'll get that cut in the note. Now, if you're playing higher notes, for example, A or B, then you remove the top finger. On a G note, you can actually do either. You can tap the same finger as the note, or you can tap the top finger. When you get above that, into C, for example, it's best to add your bottom 3 fingers. And then tap with your second and third. So I'm going to play up the scale, zoomed in, to show you guys how it works and how it sounds. So that is your cut. Next up we have the tap or trill. This isn't actually something that's used in traditional music, it's used in classical music. And the tap is one that I use. I don't know why, whether I picked this up from listening to more classical music rather than traditional tin whistle music, but basically what you do, and it is one of my favourite things to do, is just tap the note you're playing. So what that involves is just lifting the finger of the note you're playing. The trill is repetitive pressing of the same note that you're playing. So that is taps and trills. Next we have a long roll. Now I'm showing you guys the long roll because I didn't understand the short roll. So with the long roll, you play the note, you then cut the note, and then tap the note below. I'll show you a close-up. So you play the note, you cut the note with, in this case, the third finger, and then you tap the note below. And you get this. So again, slowly that's play the note, cut the note, and then tap below. Note, cut, tap. And that, as far as I understand it, is called a long roll. Finally, on ornaments, you can also do what's called finger vibrato, which is really useful for traditional music. You're not really meant to add vocal or diaphragm vibrato to traditional Irish music. Again, I add it because it comes so naturally to me and so easily to me that I find it easier to play with it than without it, which is a horrendously bad thing, but hey, I don't care. I'm enjoying myself. So, adding finger vibrato is a way to add something else to your playing if you want to add diaphragm vibrato, but you don't know how yet. Finger vibrato is playing a note and then basically pressing the whole two notes below the note you're playing. So if, for example, you had 3 fingers down and you were trying to play a G and add finger vibrato, you'd press the E note, the 5th note down. And it's meant to be a pressing of air to almost vibrate the whistle. I find I can only get results by tapping, but then that's probably lack of experience. So I'm going to show you up close. Hopefully you guys will have more success than me. So this is tapping. And this is pressing. If you were to play an A, then you'd need to press the 4th finger, 2 notes down. If you were to play B, you'd need to press the 3rd finger, 2 notes down. If you were to play F, you'd need to press the bottom finger, 2 notes down. And is finger vibrato. So that is all the ornaments I know. And as I said, I've not actually used half of these, but I hope you found that helpful. I hope you can grasp this. I hope you can use them in your music if you want to. A lot of you have requested some tips on breathing, and that kind of comes along with the diaphragm vibrato and how to get that into your music. So I'll make a separate video on that shortly. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope it helped. Don't forget to like me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, share, comment, be awesome. Check me out on Ko-fi and Patreon, and yeah, check out my merchandise. Don't forget to check out my other videos here on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching, play some awesome ornaments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.